Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Once again, we welcome you this evening, on the things happening in Biafran territory. Now, we're going straight up to this issue because this is a very critical matter that is happening in Biafran land, and the world needs to see, and let's stop. Also, the president of Finland, let's stop, needs to also see what is happening and know what is happening in Biafran territory. I'm gonna drop a video of Biafrans running into the bushes. So many Biafrans are currently living in the bush, in some part of Biafran land. They are so scared to go back to their homes because of the current invasion that is happening in Biafran land. Yes, the zoo army have actually been invading into people's residential homes, and this is as a result of the continuous war happening in Biafran land. So these your politicians, the so-called politicians in the southeastern part, the so-called Ohanezes and Ohanendo Hinando Shinanda Nda Apari, that has been calling on the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, accusing him of all the insecurities happening. They will not come out now and talk about the wanton buying of innocent Biafrans and the massacres and genocidal attack that we are seeing. If you watch the concluding part of the video I'm gonna drop, you will hear, in as much as I can't play that part in on YouTube, you will hear heavy gunshot, heavy gunshot. The kind of gunshot, this one is not even AK-47, because that gunshot looks like, all these gun that you place on the floor, you place them on the ground, and you're directing them. These heavy weaponries, are being used to massacre innocent Biafrans, and they are shooting sporadically, directing it to Biafrans. Anybody it buys is none of their business. I'm going to show you the video, and the best thing you can do is try as much as possible to share the video. Let it continue to go viral. Let the world see, let Alex Stop see. You can publish on your Twitter tagging Alex Stop, because they need to know what is actually happening in Biafra land, and the reason why the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku is fighting for the freedom of his people. Also, in the Biafran land, which our so-called politicians continue to hide, what we are now seeing is, the security agencies harassing innocent young boys on daily basis. They storm these young boys, drag them, beat them, and at the end, they collect huge amount of money from them. This has been happening for a while now. When the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa kept on talking about the reason why, this so-called military needs to leave totally in Biafran land, is because of this kind of activities, activities that Biafrans are no more, happy in their own land. They are scared of walking freely in their own land. This is the major reason why these activities needs to be checkmated, and that is why the BDF, the Biafran Defense Forces, have been doing everything possible to eradicate these people out of Biafran land totally. It is becoming a serious activity, and since the declaration of the Biafran, of Biafra, Biafra being a United States of Biafra officially, a lot of things have started coming out. The whole focus is in Biafran land. These people are bringing in more troops into Biafran land because they now see that, what we are actually talking about is no longer a joking matter. They've seen the seriousness, and they've seen that Biafrans are ready to go extra mile to get the freedom that they truly deserve. So I'm going to drop this video, and the least you can do is to make sure you share this video to as many groups rooms and platforms as possible. Let the world know what is happening. On that note, we also encourage you to continue to support us with super chats, super stickers, and super thanks. Enjoy.
Asked our Prime Minister, he said, why do you want the Biafran people to trust and believe in you? Even when Mazin Nandekano was trusted by people, the whole Biafrans, and even Biafrans sold him. Why do you want Biafrans to trust you? Do you know the response of our Prime Minister? He said, I came to this struggle prepared, and I promised Mazin Nandekano that I will never disappoint him, sabotage him, and anything concerning Biafran freedom, I can never do that. Same question I put to you, my Deputy Prime Minister.
Thank you so much. Again, I don't, when people say sabotage, that words have been used so lightly these days that even those that are sabotaging, they'll come out and be the ones that will be talking about sabotage. Again, I came to this struggle for a reason, and it's not for any individual. It's for my passion for the United States of Biafra. Before even this point, I know some of you may have been aware. There are days when if you open your YouTube channel, if you don't see individuals talking about Dr. Ngozo, that means their content is not complete. So I've weathered so many storms for this struggle. And my commitment is to the Biafran people. And if the Prime Minister has said that I should be his surrogate until they finish all this investigation, then I think the Prime Minister, I believe, knows my role in this struggle more than any other individual. So I'll just continue to do what needs to do to restore Biafra. And just like when we were in Finland and we were trying to declare our independence on the 2nd of December. But I believe that there must be a reason why we must declare our independence on day one. Some people may not understand that, even some people in Brigi, even some of these ex-information people, they still try to say, oh, she took a decision. But they were not at the meeting when it was decided that we may shift our Independence Day based on what is happening in Finland, because we don't trust nobody. We don't know who to trust. Don't trust me. I'm not going to trust you. But your behavior is what is going to show me whether to trust you or not. So some people in that brigade was saying, oh, that we cannot move it. The declaration must be on 2nd December. Even after we've declared our independence on 29th of November, some brigade cabinet members here still go around parading and giving wrong information to people about our independence was on 2nd December. So at a point, you begin to, again, looking at who somebody is working for, I look at that very critically, and I try to get all the information I need to be able to make decisions. But again, when it comes to Biafra, it's my life, it's my blood, and there's no going back. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, my honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Chief of Staff Ngozi Arabeze, my co-hosts. Can you hear me? Sorry, I got muted. Sorry, I've not asked a question. I was just greeting everyone. No, I was just starting. I got muted. Yeah. Probably it was from a glitch or something. Yeah, let me just go on. My question goes like the two people from Canada, come up with. Uh, I keep getting muted. I don't know. Should I go out and come in? Probably it's a glitch or something. Yeah. Let me just go on.
Yes, I can hear you. I think it's a glitch. It was a glitch and it restored it. Yeah, but I can hear you. Yes. No, I was just laughing.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I greet my honorable um Chief of Staff and Deputy Prime Minister Ngozi Arabeze. I greet you, Honorable Go 247 and Honorable Princess. And my question was geared towards the complaints from the Canada end, and some talks were raised as regards a cabinet member you appointed, and I think her name goes by I think Dorati or something like that. And with what we heard, a lot of complaints were coming from people from Canada, and I don't know. I just wanted you to buttress on that point, and they said she has been into some back and forth in Canada, and it wasn't nice. And now they see her on the list of cabinet members appointed. So this actually is an area of concern to the whole Biafrans. And yeah, I just wanted you to beat on
Yeah.
this.
So
Thank you.
thank you so much. Whoever is telling you that is not following our prime minister. Yeah. So sometimes it's so easy for people just come out from the blues and just be saying things they think without following the prime minister. Dorothy was appointed by the prime minister in a 3-man committee, I think, or 4, to create a structure for the government post declaration. And that they started working since around September, initially to collect the data from each department. And again, when people see what is going on and they don't follow, and they've not been following the prime minister, that's when they lose it. So these structures that you see in place right now, the prime minister started working on it since around September, when he appointed a 2-man committee, which is Dorothy and Paul Adinam, to look into the whole departments of Biafra to know what each department has been doing and collect report about each department. So that's what these two individuals, including the Dorothy you just talked about, the Prime Minister appointed them. So I don't think any sensible person following the Prime Minister will be making that kind of speech to you. So they worked on those departments. And then around, I think November, the PM now, based on the reports he got, now instituted about 3 or 4 man committee to now work on the peri and post government structure of the United States of Biafra. And this Dorothy was one of the backbones that worked on that structure for what the government is going to look like post declaration, which is what we currently have. So I don't know who is sending that wrong information to you. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, my honorable minister. And to just to end my submission, I actually summarized what you said, and literally you want us to trust this new government, and I just want you to promise Biafrans, that this new position that you're holding as the deputy prime minister, you'll be able to, serve Biafrans well and address Biafrans more, just like you came on space today, like more often. You understand? Like you came on space today to address us. We'll be getting more of this audience to ask you questions and address you. I just want you to promise Biafrans and give us that reassurance.
Yeah, again, I will continue to do the job I was doing as a COS, now Deputy Prime Minister, post declaration. I don't think there's anything that's going to change. If the Prime Minister comes out, Prime Minister might be faced more often and talk to Biafrans. I have a full-time job, and some of you know the job I do. And I'm not going to be on space every time because I have my job. I have to get money to put into Biafra, get money to feed my family. So I can only do so much I do. The job will be easier if everybody do and stay on their lane and do what they got to do, not people creating problems for other people. Thank you so much.
Good day, Biafrans. Hello, my DPM. I want to congratulate all Biafrans for independence that was just held November 29th, 2024. Congratulations. We've come a long way. I've been in this struggle since 2017, and it felt like a great sense of accomplishment to finally get the redeclaration accomplished. So I thank all of you who are involved in making this happen. Okay. That being said, I want you, my DPM, to do whatever you need to do to keep this struggle moving forward. Cut off whoever you need to cut off. We don't have time now for any saboteurs. We don't have time to sugarcoat or baby anybody who has grievance to come and bring out to the world to make our struggle that we've been engaged in for so long, to make our struggle look like it's child's play. We're now a government. If they cannot respect authority, cut them off. You have our permission. We're behind you 100%. Now, my question is, do we have a marketing department to help us promote the Biafran coin? Those who are skeptical or afraid of donating the traditional way can always invest in Biafra. We're now a government. We need to start investing in things that are Biafran. The best way to invest is elevating our coin. There's no reason why 50 million Biafrans cannot elevate a Biafran coin to be number one, even if we all just bought one coin right now, we will be in great standing to elevate our Biafran coin to compete with any other coin, even to put it to a level where we can compete with the Bitcoin that's now 100,000 per coin. One more thing. Is there an ETA for when the Biafran Bank will be set up? And when can we start using our Biafran currencies? What is the timeline on that? And one last question. I hope that the old finance minister will not have any access to any of the funding that is now being generated. I hope that his access to the funding has been cut off. Again, that's all the questions I have for now. And I want to thank all of you guys for what you guys have done. I wish my mom would have been alive to have seen the redeclaration of Biafra. She was looking forward to it. But we're here to carry on for her and those who could not have made it to see that great day happen. But from going forward, we need to promote Biafra, live as Biafrans, start talking like we're Biafrans, and start promoting our currency, our culture, and the United States of Biafra. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We are putting all those things in place. The Bank of Biafra, actually, we are already working on that, and there's we have our attorneys that have been able to secure the license for us, and hopefully the governor of the Bank of Biafra should be able to start work on that to see what we could be licensed for and whatnot. But I think they've sent that license, and then we encourage and call on those Biafrans that really have expertise in the financial banking industry. You can send me your information, and we can add the committees. We are going to start setting up committees to really help the secretaries and their deputies to really achieve some of these things that we are working on. Yeah, but I know that the licensing has been issued, and then is left for the secretaries and maybe the committees to start looking into what we can do with that licensing, how far we can go with that. Yeah. In the area of the finance minister, I know the new finance minister is going to be working on that to make sure we do the necessary changes on the back end and be able to move forward. I think that's it. Thank you. And maybe if you just stay, maybe in the next 10 minutes, we can round up as we have another meeting.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone that is here. Thank you, COS, Dr. Ngozi. Thank you for all you are doing. And thank all Biafrans. I want to seize this opportunity to thank Biafrans in all their efforts in Finland. Though I was there, that I saw all the movement and all the hard work that was put in place. I congratulate Biafrans. Those who think that what we are doing is online should know that now we are very serious. We are a nation of our own. What I really want to ask is something that relates or that is similar to what happened when Onyendu, on fire. Onyendu asked our PM then to be the one that would be broadcasting, and they blocked him, and the whole place was divided. We really don't want that at this point, because we have come from a very far way to this point. I want to ask the COS whether the lawyer, if I hear correctly, the lawyer that came to say that PM has given the full power to you, did it say it before the cabinet ministers so that none of them will say we did not hear such a thing? Because we need to move with one front and one mind, and not just this time that it is barely 1 week that our nation was declared, so that our enemies wouldn't be laughing at us. Because I do programs and people come in there and comment and ask me, Betty, what is going on? Even this morning, somebody from Akwa Ibom called me. I don't know how he got my number, but I oblige people. It's my duty. I volunteer to do this work and I know why I'm doing it. He said to me, why was the name of their brother not included in the new cabinet? And I said to him, what new cabinet? He said, yes, that it looks like this whole thing is all about the Igbos. So I said to him, no, I don't know what you are talking about. So I really want to ask the COS, who is now the Deputy Prime Minister for Biafra Liberation. Were all these ministers aware of this very information from our Prime Minister that you should be fully in charge? Because if that is the case, I wonder why we will be running helter-skelter. That's my question. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Anybody that is running helter-skelter is not following our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. These are distractions and we don't need it. Anybody that truly follows a PM and follows his instruction must be fully aware that this directive comes from the PM. The person doesn't have to come to the whole world to announce this, and we don't need that. If the PM talks to one or two individuals, and a cabinet member or few individuals in the cabinet does not believe the Prime Minister, that means they don't even believe in, they don't belong to this United States of Biafra at all.
That is my wonder. That is my surprise. Because if PM gave that sort of order, I mean, we have to move on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, COS.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you again. I just have one other comment to make. It's for all to please go ahead. Let me finish. Let me finish. It's just something quick for everyone. It's just for everyone. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
My COS, I humbly greet you, man. My question is just one. Among your cabinet, if Biafra find anyone that is not capable, do we have a website or address where we can write a petition to explain why the person is not fit to be in your cabinet? Thank you.
Yes, I think that is a very good one. We've not really opened up that avenue, but I think we can open it up. I'll talk to the information secretary and see if we can open that. And then, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, but we're gonna work on that. We don't have it yet.
Hey.
Okay. Greetings, Deputy Prime Minister. Greetings to you, Go 247 and all Biafrans. I want to digress a little bit. I hope I'm clear, audible. Okay. My question is this to the Deputy Prime Minister. The list of cabinet members you published, it doesn't seem to be fairly represented. Like, for example, we have 40 states of Biafra Nation. And I don't know if you take a look at the states of the members you have appointed, it seems to be focused at a particular region. So how do we solve this issue to ensure fairness and equity? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Again, if you look at that list, most of the people you have in that list, they were in Brigi before, when the prime minister was in charge. So if the prime minister does not have any issue, or this question was not asked to the prime minister at that time, again, we gave individual tasks based on their qualifications more, and based on what they've been able to do for the struggle. Yes, we can open up more rooms for like committee. Remember that each of these departments, we just release either the secretaries or the deputies. Remember that each of these structures is still going to hire so many people. For instance, the Ministry of Information, Postal Services, and something else, they are still going to fill all those informations at the different levels of the departments. The Ministry of Health, for instance, Health and Human Services, is just one or two individuals. So remember, they have over 30-something positions in the Ministry of Health and Human Services. But these individuals are people that have worked for this cabinet, this Brigade cabinet, and they were holding some of those positions in the cabinet. So most of them are not new. Almost everybody there was in the Brigade cabinet. The Brigade cabinet before, we have about 70-something people. And those were the people in the same cabinet. But now we are running a government. We have to reduce the cabinet numbers to what is obtained in the other part of the country, in the other countries in the world, which is cabinet of about between 20 and 25 individuals manning different things. So it is those that have been working for the restoration for these departments that we have in those areas, except one or two. But again, there'll be room to bring in more people from diverse areas and all that. And again, we have different cultures represented in that cabinet. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Everything humanly possible to put something in the cost of the government. For an individual to come out to say that he is the one that paid for our convention hall. I want to know how many times in a month or in a week, in a month or in 2 months, in 6 months, the so-called finance minister comes out to make clarification of how much that comes into the cost of the government, and how much that goes out, even if the situation we are is not doing that, but the people in the cabinet, do you guys really have idea, or does he make, because even as a private company in any part of the world, you make account to the government where you are residing, like every two months. Does he do this so that we don't not take this kind of slap in our face, as if the Biafrans all over the world who are struggling to put money into the cost of the government are not doing that, and one individual is kind of trying to deceive people, not taking glory. So I want to know if we have like at least once in a month or once in 3 months. Does he come out to make clarification to the people? And if he's not doing that, that means he should just shut the fuck. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And again, I think those are some of the things we're trying to put in place. And again, we understand if we're in a restoration. Again, when the PM was available, this thing was, he's kind of in the center of everything. And he may not really have the time, even though we are working towards making sure that everything is, we professionalize every department of Biafra. Now that we are a government, now we're a new nation, we want to, even though there are mistakes and things we've not done in the past, we are going to start doing them now. And that is why we need help. Like I've said before, we have CPAs, chartered accountants in Biafra. We will need the help of everyone to really send me a message or send a message to the finance secretary so that y'all can come on board and help us to. It's always a team effort. Yeah, we may not have done something in the past, but as a government right now, based on some of the promises we've made as a country to the United Nations, to the Transparency Department, to the human rights and all that, it is time to kind of be a little bit open. It's not everything that have to be out there, but again, those internal things, we want to make sure that our money is going where we need them to go. Those are just the major things. Thank you.
Sorry, ma. The first question about those was blocking. I understand from my own perspective.
Okay. For
yeah.
those that I'm blocking, again, I get so many messages, and again, I just want to reduce the distractions of people trying to advise and make suggestions, and I don't really have the time for that. That's why when I read messages on my Twitter space that is going to distract me, I block them. So maybe Biafrans, if I block anyone, I don't know, maybe you can reach out to me. If I blocked you, that means you know that it's me that blocked you. You can reach out. If your intentions were genuine, I will unblock you. But I have an issue when people that have not been following the Prime Minister comes to ask me a question like, when did the Prime Minister say you should dissolve the cabinet and things like that? So that means the person have not really been following and they just want to just waste my time. That's why I block some of them. Yeah, but those that have good intentions, you can reach out to my WhatsApp or Telegram, and I have to maybe go back and check it out again. But I just have to block people that are distracting me. Thank you. You can make that decision, Maz, because I have another meeting. Maybe 2 more and we can go, please.
Get back to our land. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Once time permits, I will be coming to brief Biafrans, maybe on space like this, and then to answer questions. But remember, now we have almost 25 secretaries, so each of them will be playing different roles to reach out to Biafrans. So it's not just a one-person thing. We're a nation now. Everything will be a task specific to the different departments. Yes, I'll be coming out to talk to Biafrans as needed, as time permits. Yeah, but I also want people can follow my Twitter handle. Even though you don't hear from me, I usually update and post information on my Twitter handle, and that place you can get information on things that are happening in the government and all that. So as far as carrying everyone around, we are carrying everyone along, unless those that refuse to be carried along, those that don't want to follow instructions, those that feel they can do it their own. Just like we're saying, the government have agreed, we postpone the fundraising to the 14th, but you still see people Like Sonia Akpalawoge and Kerry posting that they're going to do fundraising tomorrow and next. So how do you carry such people along? How do you do that? So that's why this is a Biafran thing. It's not about me. Every Biafran has a role to play in this. If you allow people to mess this up, then you hold them accountable. All of us, we have to start from square one. Some of them, they don't do these things alone. They are still Biafrans that support this kind of behavior. So how do you intend to build a decent country, disciplined country, when the leadership gives an instruction and some other individuals will go behind and be doing a different thing? How do you carry them along? Thank you.
Mas, you go, please. Mas, you go, please. My hand has been off from. Sorry, can you hear me? Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I have a question. Yes, let me go straight to my question.